Hey guys, Alan here. I want to get you unblocked on Nature Manufacturer RP renders. I'm going to walk you through HD here while I try to figure out getting the shader patcher to magically figure out what to do here, and we'll talk about what the problem is and how to fix it. Okay, so normally pop this guy open, you hit patch. If you're in built-in render pipeline or using any other number of shaders, this will probably work. The patcher's now pretty smart. But it's not possible for the patcher to solve everything. I want to be clear about that. It is very doable. And like uncommon, but just uncommon, not like rare. In Unity to write a shader that's just like your property block and then include and put everything in that CG ink. And the patcher's toast at that point. The patcher can't do it. So there's a very good possibility you're going to have to do some of this by hand if you're using one of these other asset solutions for your shading. And so I'm going to put together some documentation to kind of help with that. But in the meantime, I'm going to show you one here and kind of what the problem is. So if we go in, oh wait, I am going to push this button. So here's the grass working. This is right out of the meadow pack. I just grabbed one of the grasses, painted it down in the example scene. It's this guy. It's using this grass foliage. It's using the foliage shader. This is now a converted one that I've fixed. So we're going to repatch this from the source. It's going to break, and then I'm going to show you how to fix it. So we're going to hit patch. Badoop. It'll think for a second. I've got some extra logging here. It's going to start complaining, right? So let's look at what's up with the shader and why it doesn't work. We're going to make this big. We're going to make it just one panel. We're going to zoom in. So if you look here, I've done a search for everywhere there's an include file, all right? And it's all over the place, right? And every one of these little orange blobs here is where we're including some code. And if you look at this, like shader graph man, this is just tech debt. This is just tech debt. There's no sugarcoating it. It may work fine. It's tech debt. Can't read it. Don't lie to yourselves. Okay, so the shader patcher works from bottom to top. Okay, because it needs to set the last include basically in a stack of includes, which means if we go down here, like it's trying to include here, and one of the problems was I had to detect this magical garbage. It's not actually garbage. This is a perfectly fine pattern. It's just garbage in the case of what I'm trying to do, right? We really don't want to do this include down here, right? This is not exactly the right spot. I don't really have a good way to know that yet. That's what I got to figure out next. So what we've got to do here is we've got to go up to each one of these include blocks. And what we want to paste in here is this pragma, instancing options, procedural, setup, foliage render, forwarded, and then our include. Okay. So what we're going to do is we're going to go to the top of the file and just go up here somewhere. Go to the next one. Boop. Make sure we're on this line. Go to the next one. Skip that one. Don't care about that one. We just want the big block where it says includes. Don't want that one. Don't want that one. Do want this one. Don't want that one. Do want this one. Don't want that one. Don't want that one. Do want this one. Is there a pattern? I can't tell. This is literally it. We're just hopping around, pasting these two lines of code in. This is basically all the patcher does. Is look around for if you already have this thing, it just replaces that line, and then it goes through and it puts this RCG ink in. And what we want to be is we want to be at the bottom because especially in the render pipelines, a lot of these will override macros functions. And then we try to come along and use those macro functions using our version, but it's been clobbered. And so a lot of other shaders that have been goofy to patch automatically, that was why. It's because we were always inserting our thing at the top instead of down here. But yeah, every single one of these passes. Use better shaders, kids. It's a better way to write shaders. All your problems go away. That's not true. But a lot of the problems of working with Unity's like stupid property blocks not being shareable between files goes away. Code becomes modular. It's just better. It became my go-to ever since it became available. It's the only way I work. Okay, so you get in the picture? We've had to hit next about 700 times. Yep, you're getting the picture. Okay. Why doesn't it just work? I don't know, man. Why is this thing this way? It's a mystery to me. So Nature Manufacture built-in patches just fine. The RP versions here, though, little more sinister, a little more voodoo going on. But as you'll see in a minute, after we just paste our thing into every one of these indiscriminately. And there's the one we already did. Okay, hop down here, make sure we didn't miss any at the end. All right, save. Window, get out of here. Did we do it? We did it. All right, foliage render is on. Foliage render is off. Foliage render is on. Okay. All right, so that is the trick. You got to paste in those 2 lines of code in all those places. I'm still hopeful I can get the patcher to do it auto-magically for us. But in the meantime, you can do that to unblock yourself with whatever number of shaders you care about. You still run the patcher to get yourself a copy. It'll give you a copy, it'll rename it, it'll hook up all your materials for you, and then you can just go in and edit that shader and get the includes in the right spots. And that's it. Any questions or concerns, let me know. But in the meantime, that will keep you guys trucking along on your projects. And we'll have more as it develops. Thanks.